Yeah, so Scott finally, you know, was like, okay, alright, I'll call her. So he calls her, and she ends up agreeing to take the shift. And it was just like, oh, God. Then then she comes in for the shift and decides to tell me, no, yeah, no, I'm probably not going to work tomorrow. Um, so the entire weekend I was just dealing with literally people saying, yeah, I'm just not going to come in and work. And unfortunately, even though our manager is supposed to pick up shifts that aren't covered by the employees who don't want to do it, she refuses to completely. So, and because we're legally required to stay open till 10, the person who works the mid has to stay. And they will get in a shit ton of trouble if they don't. And yeah, that was my weekend. Just dealing with
Huh.
snow
You
and nobody showing up.
you work for a
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's episode of Locked and Loaded. Coming at you from both sides of the country that are both actually getting this storm. I'm not getting nearly as much of it as those two chuckleheads are, but
yeah.
15 inches, and it's still
yeah,
snowing.
we had 3 inches between the time I left for work this morning and the time I got to work this morning, which is about roughly 30, 40. Well, it was closer to 45 minutes because of the snow. But it's going to be all melted by Thursday because it's supposed to be 60 degrees Thursday.
The fuck?
See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm seeing too. I'm seeing reports saying spring is supposed to start, like weather of spring is supposed to start by the end of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, it started snowing. It's
I'm
it's
not.
it's freaking hard to freeze out there right now. So what snow is on the ground and melted is probably like solid rock right now.
Oh shit!
So tomorrow is going to be very interesting getting to work without killing myself or someone else.
Yeah.
But
So, fucking speaking of driving on the snow, I figured out why people say Seattle drivers don't know how to drive in snow.
because they don't.
It's not just that. It's not just that they can't handle the fact that there is snow on the ground. So, general rule of thumb when you're on the fucking freeway, you space out. You give a
Yeah,
good
even when it's in dry conditions.
you give a good 2 to 3 car lengths worth of space in the snow. So if someone starts skidding, you have
If you're
room to
if you're
fucking
feeling particularly
Retarded.
yes, that's the word.
Oh, yeah. My mom and I were coming back from downtown Seattle last night, and fuck, everything from Northgate past Everett was just bad. It was coming down fucking hard. Obviously not a whiteout, but it was insane. And we're watching. So I gotta finish this. We're watching people ahead of us. Like I got my fucking hazards on. I'm going 30 miles an hour in what I think is the slow lane because I can't see the lines on the fucking road. And there's cars passing us at like 70. Or like, okay, we'll see you in the ditch, pal. Sure enough, one truck ended up in the ditch. Just like, but like we watch cars ahead of us, and they don't give like a car length of distance between cars.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? You don't do that. No.
I was pleasantly surprised this morning at how safe everybody was actually driving here because we were all actually going like 15 miles under the normal speed at which we go, which is about 15 miles over the speed limit
Yeah.
on this particular highway. I shit you not, the highway speed limit is 55. People are usually flying down that highway at 75, 80. Cops too. They don't care.
Yeah.
But everybody actually was going only about 50, 55 this morning, and I was very, very happy with that. It's like, I'm actually really happy about this because it means I'm going to get to work on time.
I've at this point, I have heard too many stories over the past 2 days about I have a truck, I'm fine people.
If you have a truck,
if you have a truck and you're fine, it's because you know how to drive said truck in snow. If you don't, you're just as fucked as the rest of us.
if you have a truck, you're not fine. There's no weight in the fucking back. All your traction's gonna be in the front. That bed starts fishtailing, you're hosed.
If you're smart, the second that the first snow comes down, you've already got 10 sandbags in the back.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, then you're just not.
That's the thing. Most of the stories start off with, so his bed was empty.
Yeah. I mean, around here, usually it's, snow sticks around for 1, maybe 2 days, and then it's gone. We're looking at, now, maybe we're coming up on a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. This is really fucking abnormal for this part of the country.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't seen snow like this since, 96.
Yeah. Dude, 2008, I was living in Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Yeah.
Oh, no,
that was snow.
Washington doesn't get snow.
I know.
Not anymore.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Eastern does. Fucking east of the Cascades,
Eastern.
they get snow, and they're like, yeah, what the fuck ever. Western Washington's like, help!
Oh my god, the shelves. No, so Jay Inslee decides, hey, there's a storm coming in. Everybody is now on emergency warning. Stock up on supplies.
Yeah,
hunker down in your house.
Inslee.
It was just like so Thursday and Friday was just hundreds of people on the roads going in, emptying shelves of grocery stores consistently. By the end of Thursday night, you walked into Fred Meyer and the shelves were just empty.
Oh yeah,
It was ridiculous.
I left my shift early on Friday because I was like, I just went to my boss and was like, hey, before my shift started, they said, hey, if you want to leave early, you can, because your fucking life is more valuable than any of the. Now, what was it when I left? 37,000 packages stuck in the warehouse because no one's taking them. Flex drivers aren't coming in. Van driver, they were calling van drivers in when our shift started at 1 to just come back and park so we can reprocess volume.
I actually don't have any problem with people deciding that it's better to stay alive than to drive in conditions where they don't think they can drive.
Oh no!
I'm not saying that's a problem. It's just like I left early and I stopped at Winco to pick up beer, and the line went back to the fucking frozen section to check out with a single 6-pack. I'm like, are you kidding me?
But here's the thing. Yeah, Friday was the start of the storm. I think that's where I'm sitting at. This is okay, we've known about the storm since
for a week.
Yeah.
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 And Fridays
that pisses me off too.
Yeah, it's just God.
Freaking
what?
the freaking hurricane rush. Whenever there's a hurricane coming, you can't buy shit for shit.
Yeah.
There's no bread. There is no milk. Why did you get? No. There's eggs.
Not here. There's not. All the fucking eggs are gone
there's
today.
There's eggs. The sad thing is the first thing that's going to go bad if your power goes out is fucking milk.
Yeah.
Yet everyone stocks up on milk.
I don't drink milk, so we don't normally have it in the house.
That's exactly what it is, though. It's the one thing that's probably going to go bad before everything else is milk. Yet everyone loads their refrigerator up with milk. It's why, you fucking morons?
I would load up on water just in case, things freeze.
Well, yeah, water is actually one of those things in Florida that everybody has at least 4 or 5 gallons of distilled water sitting in their pantry just in case. That's one thing that I can say.
Alex Jones?
Yeah, it's the water that turns the frogs gay.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, around here, if someone has that much water laying around, they're probably brewing their own beer.
No, it's been interesting. I decided that like today was the first day I actually got to enjoy it because ever since like Friday really snow hadn't started sticking. Saturday hits, and then all of a sudden I wake up in the morning and everything's covered in snow. Like the snowplows hadn't even got out. But here's the thing about snowplows. It's a it's a business that is not sustainable in Western Washington because
we get snow once. We get snow once
snow,
every
like,
other
once a
year,
decade?
and it only gets bad about every the last really bad snowstorm was 2011, so once every 7 years, something like that. Although this year's
Yeah,
been
this makes
particularly
sense.
bad.
yeah,
Makes sense.
So what we were dealing with on Saturday was the fact that most of the snowplows were state ran, and it was basically okay. So you know those construction like diggers that have the
Yeah, yeah.
giant thing? Yeah, it was those.
Yeah, no, those actually clear the fucking highway pretty fucking quick.
It was funny. The few ones that were private, were taking it by a priority of payment process, and
Yeah.
so Safeway refused to pay, meaning that Safeway's. It was me in the opener going out with just a basic, even a snow shovel, because that thing broke a long time ago, and we never felt the need to get another one. So
Surprise, surprise.
God, fucking yeah. My week fucking started with my boss going, "Okay, we've got a truck coming in. We've got nowhere to put it, so I need you to move those trash carts out there next to the dumpster. We're gonna put it there, but I also need you to clear the snow. We don't have a shovel. Here's some cardboard." And I'm like, I can't use fucking cardboard to clear snow. We're gonna have to try. All right, you'll see how I do in about 5 minutes.
comes back with a wet piece of cardboard. There you go.
I'm like, there you go, pal. He's like, yeah, you can't use cardboard. that was a bad idea. And then I think two guys with the snowplow that showed up a little later just came in and shoveled the whole thing off. We got the truck backed in. But motherfucker, doing dispatch, I think it was on Wednesday. Oh my god! Like I've got a fucking line of cars to deal with out in the yard.
I think I'm pissing off Topaz in the chat.
I got a fucking line of cars in the yard. We've already got every bay in the dock full of a trailer that is either to be unloaded or filled with volume that we can't send out. And I turn and I just see another fucking truck pull up. I'm like, no, go away. We have no home for you here. Abandon all hope. Go back to BFI 4 where you belong.
So, what was it?
Fucking
I think it was Friday. Like 30. What was it? 30 something. Same day packages came in. Yeah, it was Friday. So
yeah, I was bitching about that. Yeah, that was
So my response was, all right. So
that
the
means
Midwest is now Antarctica. Seattle and most of Western Washington is having a snowstorm, and you decide that you want your package next day.
No, you want it today. That means 31 motherfuckers got up in the morning and went, wow, it's really bad out there. But you know what I need? Right now, or sometime today, I need a fucking car seat.
What?
That's the sort of shit we get on Same Day. It's like car seats. I'm like, why didn't you have this before? Why do you mean you don't have a vacuum cleaner? What do you mean you don't have a store that sells vacuum cleaners near you? How fucking thick are you? Jesus Christ.
Most of the stuff that I actually buy, that Panda and I actually buy, is off of Amazon at this point. We don't want to go to fucking stores and look at shit that that looks like crap and we don't actually want. Amazon actually has everything that we actually specifically want and need, so we don't have to go and deal with the fucking mindless masses that might shank us over a fucking peanut.
Okay, so please, from a fucking Amazon associate to whoever's in Washington and listening to this, stop ordering cat litter online. It breaks on the belt every time, and I have to file a fucking hazmat report. Every time!
I'm ordering a pallet of freaking kitty litter today.
Do you even have a fucking cat?
No.
It's for my driveway. Fucking...
Exactly. It's for my emergency stock kit.
In case I need a sandbox to play in and I have no sand. Or a box. I'll just fucking put cat litter all over the living room and...
It's incredibly absorbent, and it doubles as clay.
Plus, it makes the whole apartment smell nice. I don't know.
Nice and pine needle fresh.
It's kind of... The whole thing... Oh, gosh. No, I was listening to that, and then... So I show up on Saturday, and, like, the entirety of produce called out. The entirety of the deli called out. The people, because we have a Starbucks in there, none of them showed up. So Starbucks.
Did they even bother to call out?
I think they called out. Yeah. No. Actually, I talked to the manager. She was getting messages over and over and over from her, like I think 3 or 4 girls, and she's like, I just sent them a message. If you don't want to drive in this snow, do not show up. And so no one showed up. And so Saturday, Starbucks wasn't open, which a lot of people grumbled about, but I'm not entirely all that worried about it. Like, my issue is I was stuck in a place where we're legally required to be open.
That's interesting. Interesting that Safeway is required to be open until 10.
Wow, I did not expect
Safeway.
this to happen. Hey guys, sorry to cut in really quick. So my company uses this app called GroupMe, and everybody that is in my department is in it. My boss just said, due to weather tonight, tomorrow morning, I am canceling tomorrow's service meeting. Every Tuesday we have a meeting that starts at 7 a.m. But he said that please can't plan on keeping Tuesday first call timeframes between 9 and 9:30 a.m., which means I don't have to be at work until 8.
Damn.
Okay, we can go a little later then. Maybe. We'll see.
Well, it actually means I might get a full 6 hours of sleep tonight.
A whole 6 hours.
I looked up my schedule last week, and I don't work until Saturday.
Huh.
So I had to deal with all this shit, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
But as long as that keeps coming down, I have no issue with it. I have a few pairs of pants. I have a snowboarding jacket. I got actual like hiking boots that are a little bit more sealed. I don't even know.
I live in an area that doesn't get as cold as you guys do, and I've got a full-fledged fucking super cold weather army goose down filled what are they called? Coveralls and parka.
Nope. Don't even need it.
I've also got Gore-Tex lined boots that are specifically designed for Arctic conditions. They don't fit very well, but they're awesome.
It's kind of funny because every time I look at the weather, so we're sitting at 32 degrees right now, right?
Mm-hmm. So are we.
It's since 11 a.m. this morning, so that's when I woke up. It's my day off. I didn't wake up very early. It's been saying, okay, so like at 4 o'clock today, it's gonna start raining.
Yeah.
Like 11 a.m. is when it started like coming down with snow. It's still heavily snowing out there. We're above 15 inches at this point.
I kind of wish that was here right now.
And so I'm looking at it now. It's saying, okay, so by 9 o'clock tonight, it's gonna start raining. I don't believe it. And I really hope it actually doesn't, to be completely frank with you, because
Because it would be snow and then rain is worse than just snow or just rain.
Yeah.
That's like double
yeah,
ice.
it was supposed to start raining here around the time I was driving home, so about 4 hours ago. And
Just straight up hasn't.
Like,
so I don't I wake up in the morning, it's usually about 20 degrees. By 8 o'clock in the morning, it's usually around 31 to 34, depending on the day.
oh, for those who are listening that use Celsius, it's 0 degrees. Right
Yeah,
now.
0.
0 degrees.
I normally, I have this pair of thermal leggings that I wear when it's below 40. All last week, I was very happy because I didn't have to wear them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This morning, I looked at what the weather was, and I'm like, where the fuck are my leggings? And it took me like 10 minutes to find them because Panda put them somewhere I wasn't expecting her to.
Oh my.
Yeah, she was wearing them.
Typical.
No, actually, she wouldn't wear them. She doesn't like skin-tight clothing. She'll wear yoga pants every once in a while, but it's entirely because she knows I'll take them off of her the second I see them. Because I just have to get at what's underneath.
I just gotta.
It's gotta happen.
It's gotta happen. She knows that we're not leaving the house if she puts them on because I'll be taking them off of her as soon as I see them.
Ma'am, those are illegal. And they gotta come off.
I told her the exact same thing. What are those jersey knit dresses where they just show all of the curves?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
they're like sundresses, except they cling to the body
Oh, yeah.
and show everything. She said she wanted a yes, but no. It's like sundress loose, yet it drapes in such a way that it just clings and you can see everything.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
She says she wants to get one of those, and I'm like, you can get one of those, but the second you put them on, it's coming right back off because I'm going to be doing things to you. She just got this shit-eating grin on her face. Is like, that's the fucking point, you fucking asshole.
So,
What are you doing giving Panda ideas?
ideas that she previously
all I have
had.
to all I have to do is look at her, and she's got ideas. Okay.
So I love the next response. He says it's 32°C here and 32 Fahrenheit up here.
Yeah, we're so helpful, Cynic.
Uh-huh.
No, it's the exact same temperature in Celsius down there as it is up here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, never mind.
How convenient.
Well, it's summer down there.
Yeah.
You know, because on that side of the ecliptic, you know, it's warmer for some reason.
Ecliptic?
Yeah, up and down the ecliptical plane.
Oh.
That's why north is up and south is down.
In Australia?
No, it's basically the ecliptic is solar system.
Okay.
Yeah, the ecliptic is solar system. The sun's north pole is up. The sun's south pole is down. Right now, the north pole of the sun is pointing in the same direction as the north pole of Earth, roughly. In regards to the ecliptic, it's on this. They're on the same side of the ecliptic,
Okay.
which is why Australia is down and America is up. North America, not South America.
Yeah. No. They're somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
My heart weeps for you, Cynic. It really does.
What
Yeah,
the
no, I'd
convert
rather not
to
be in
and-
90 degrees at all.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, no thanks. I'll take. I'd say I'd take the snow, but we've been bitching about the snow for the last like half hour.
Oh, I'm not.
You
I'm not
know,
bitching about
I
it.
don't mind.
I like
I
this.
honestly don't mind the weather too much at this point once I've acclimated to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it was 28 degrees outside today. Right? For the most part when I was actually outside.
Yeah, that's not too
But
bad.
because of what happened the week before last where it was down in the teens and the fives,
Mm-hmm.
it felt nice. But then
Yeah.
again, the wind also wasn't howling, so because of the snow and everything.
Yeah, we got a good amount of wind. Oh, I kind of want to go check to see if it's still snowing and where it's at, because we've been measuring it like all day today, and it's just been.
It's been a day. And up here it was
Yeah.
coming down from the time I got up until probably about 20 minutes ago. It finally fucking stopped.
I actually had a bit of a mixed day today. I mean, on the one hand, you know, it was a good day for the most part, right? I actually did things and I got things done, and someone wasn't going around and actually teaching me how to do stuff. I learned a little bit. But on the other hand, my first call this morning, I actually left my $170 multimeter at the job.
Ooh.
Well, it's in its original pouch, which is completely black and unassuming, and it's kind of small, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I put it down because I was doing maintenance on a tankless water heater.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used it, and I put it back in the bag, and then we packed up to go. I picked up the combustion analyzer, which is it's a device that measures the oxygen and the carbon monoxide and the carbon dioxide and flue gases, and we walked out. And I didn't even realize I had left it until we were at the shop to pick up the materials for the next job. I've never left my multimeter at a job before. Like, never.
Shit.
I felt like such a fucking jackass. Thankfully, though, I managed to get a hold of the homeowner, and they said that they would be available. They would actually be at the house when my coworker went by to pick it up, because he actually lived in the area that they were in.
That's
So,
lucky.
hopefully tomorrow morning I'll be able to get the multimeter back from him. But I ordered a bag from Amazon, coincidentally, for just to hold the meters, my meters, and a couple of tools that are only going to be used with the meter, like all the M probe leads and everything like that. Because if it stays in that bag, it'll happen again.
Yeah.
Because it's just so easy for my eyes to miss.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of the reasons why I prefer to have all of my tools on my waist
Yeah.
in different pouches and whatnot, because I'm so used to using the tool. As soon as I'm done using the tool, putting it right back in its place.
Right.
And if I don't do that, I forget it. So I have this. I'll actually pull it up really quick and show you guys what I'm getting. Where are you, Amazon? There you are. Let's see. Stupid password.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get another split.
There.
shot.
All right.
Mas cerveza.
Here. And paste. So I'm going to be, once I actually have my own truck, I'm going to be running around with 2 meters all the time. One is the multimeter. The other is called a manometer. And what it does is it measures gas pressure, right? So it measures, it's used to measure natural gas pressure at the valve, and it's also used to measure static pressure inside the vents itself. So I'll be running around with that. So I ordered this bag specifically because A, it'll hold both of them, plus all of the items that come with them. And B, it's large enough and conspicuous enough that I won't forget it. So this company actually has a lot of praise to it with the guys at the shop, because a couple of them actually have the large backpack that carries all of their tools in it. So I'm eagerly looking forward to this bag. It's going to be useful. Very useful. And everybody's bored because here I am talking about my real job and not my hobby job.
I am listening. I went to go check to see if it was snowing or raining yet.
So I basically was talking to myself for about 10 minutes.
No, Buck was here.
No, he wasn't. He went to
Oh.
get another drink.
He did that when I got back.
Oh, okay. So yeah. My weekend went pretty cool. I only left once the entire weekend, and that was to go to dinner with Panda for our anniversary.
I spent my entire weekend at
Working.
work. It
Yeah.
kind of sucked. So what I
Yeah.
did was I got up and I went out and played in the snow for about 2 hours.
Nice.
And it just did not stop snowing at all.
See, I'm only appreciative of snow for the first 5 minutes that I'm out in it, and then I'm like, all right, this is old. I'm going inside. It's fucking cold. Fuck you guys.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm just gonna keep doing snow stuff. Like my roommate is like, yeah, I wish you would stop, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, but why though? Well, why?
But you're just weird. You like snow, so you're weird.
I guess I am.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like snow. Not so much that I just don't like it. Like it. It's that I don't like having to do things that snow kind of forces you to have to do. Like shovel it.
See, I don't even do that. I'm like,
Neither do I. I'm just like, packed snow, I can drive on this.
like, yeah. I mean, I'm guessing the deck is a good idea to shovel the deck because it's kind of a roof for like half of the building.
Yeah.
Flat.
That couldn't hurt.
So if it gets too heavy, it's not going
To collapse.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they think about that around here. What about snow? It doesn't fucking snow around here. Are you kidding me?
Well, no, that's half the reason why roofs are angled. It's
Yeah.
because when it gets too heavy. And
Yeah,
rainy.
in areas that have a lot of snowfall, roofs typically are going to have like a 45 or greater
Yeah.
degree pitch to it.
Unless you got one of
So
those
that's
nice A-frames. Like A-frames don't give a fuck about snow.
Well, considering that the entire building is a fucking roof.
Mm-hmm. And those
Yeah,
are
pretty
more
much.
at like a 50 or 55 degree incline, if not greater, depending on who built it.
Exactly, was what I was saying.
Well,
Typically a roof is going to have 45 or greater incline to it in areas of heavy snow.
this building was built back when we actually got snow, so in the.
I don't know, you're getting a whole hell of a lot of it right now.
So sometime in the 1700s. Got it.
Exactly. No, back when. No, it was built back after the glaciers left.
So you live in a cave
So-
then.
You're talking, you're talking like, what was it? 1200 BC is when the glaciers started receding
Yes.
in the North Americas?
How'd they install power
I don't
outlets in
fucking
your
know.
cave?
Dude, it's called
all
fucking
open
magic.
It's all open land.
It's called fiber optics, which may as well be magic.
No, I power all the stuff in this house with a gerbil.
Yeah, and the incentive for the gerbil to keep running is not to get put in someone's ass.
Well, I was going to say so it kept its own temperature, at a.
You're
The
gonna get
temperature.
scientific, and then we just decided to go weird. That's fine. And then there's that awkward silence.
Yeah. So now that we've completed bitching and moaning about everyday life,
Yeah.
maybe we should actually do an article, which is what everybody comes for.
I mean,
Are you sure?
yes.
Are you sure it's
Well,
for the articles,
which
not
one-
for you?
Yeah, we actually.
I'm pretty
didn't-
pretty sure it's not for me. I'm not that well. I'm not that well received by the audience.
We didn't pick. I'm gonna ignore that entirely. We didn't pick which article we were going to do first.
No, we didn't. We can just roll the fucking dice.
All right, so I say BBC News: Indian man sues parents for giving birth to him.
Oh god, fucking... This man looks like Shia Buff with a fake beard.
It is a fake beard, though. I'm not kidding. It's fake.
Yeah.
Indian man
Pull this
is
up.
suing parents for giving birth to him.
Oh,
It's
it's
fucking
a whole
Bizarre.
whole movement.
I
It
will.
might mention this in the article, but they're in. Okay, so we'll just read it. I
Okay.
say Buck. No,
Okay.
You want Buck to do it?
Yep.
If Firefox will fucking behave... Okay, what the shit? Firefox? Alright. I can't...
What the without his consent? How the fuck do you consent to being given birth to?
No, just let him read it. Let him read it.
Well, it'd be nice if... God damn it.
Okay.
I'm trying to drag one window over to the next, and it's just like, nope, fuck you. There we go.
Hey, it's working now.
Yeah. Might as well
Look
the
at that.
goddamn TurboTax pop-ups. Don't fucking remind me.
Yeah, I gotta do my taxes this weekend.
I'm still waiting to get my stuff from fucking Amazon. They're taking their sweet time. Of course, the mail's not exactly running on time right now, so... Alright.
Whoa. Hang on a second. Rain, sleet, or shine, dude. The mail should go through.
They don't have enough fucking Ford Exploders to do the job. I really don't trust those little fucking...
They have snowshoes, don't they?
Not in Western
Comes with
Washington,
the-
they don't.
Comes with the fucking job, though, doesn't it?
You get up in the mountains, maybe. Okay. Indian
I
man
have
to
a
sue
panda
parents
and
for
I'm not
giving
letting
birth
go.
to him. It don't it's otherwise.
Should I start singing "Baby It's Cold Outside"?
Oh, it is the.
No, we'll get letters about rape jokes.
Dude, we make enough rape jokes without that fucking song.
No,
Yeah, but
you
it's
make
gonna be
enough rape
it's gonna be
jokes.
the song that sets people off.
Specifically the song. Yeah.
For some reason. A 27-year-old
Hold on, before you go, I'm going to read this picture because this picture is actually, I think it's from his Facebook page about
that is the sentence.
About his group.
That is a sentence. I'm going to read this picture. I mean, I know what you mean, but it just.
How do you read a picture?
Well, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So
yeah, but there are no words in it.
See.
What I see is a man wearing a bra on his face.
Ah, so you don't know how to read English. Okay. Why should I suffer? Why must I be stuck in traffic?
Those are part of the...
Wow.
Why must I work?
Why must I work? Why do I face wars?
Why must I feel pain or depression?
Why should I do anything when I don't want to? Many questions, one answer. Someone had you for their pleasure.
You see, this right here is the one person who is the target audience of Ocasio-Cortez's Green New Deal.
Yes.
She wrote it just for him. Because
so that maybe he could afford to get a better looking fake beard than that. Holy shit.
Or grow his own. For fuck's sake.
He's Indian. He's not going to grow one.
No, he'll get stabbed if he does.
Yeah, it's the sheiks that grow beards.
You mean the Sikhs?
Sheik.
Okay.
I'm intentionally being obtuse.
Yes, he is. All right, go ahead.
Just being American, okay.
Hey now. That's absolutely 100% correct.
I'm glad we agree. A 27-year-old Indian man plans to sue his parents for giving birth to him without his consent. Mumbai businessman Raphael Samuel, that's such an Indian name, told the BBC that it's wrong to bring children into the world because then they have to put up with lifelong suffering. Mr. Samuel, of course, understands that our consent can't be sought before we are born, but insists that, quote, it was not our decision to be born, unquote. Look, man, you know, you could have hung a left. And just not gone for the egg. You did anyway. Whose fault is it now?
You were muted.
Oh, I made a joke and apparently I was muted. I said
It's probably a good thing you're...
I said you can unborn yourself anytime you like. It's called a fucking rope. I had to say it. And thankfully we have this capitalist rope salesman right here.
Yeah. You want 5 feet or 50, doesn't matter, still does the job. I'm gonna advise the 5 feet if you want to do that. Just save yourself some fucking money. You know, he could have at least waited to end up on his mother's face rather than somewhere else.
Your jokes are bad and you should feel bad.
I'm just gonna keep drinking.
That's a great plan. Let's go with that plan right there.
As we didn't ask to be born, we should be paid for the rest of our lives to live. Oh my god, this is worse than the fucking Green New Deal.
Yeah.
You know, kid, it's called an allowance. How does $5 a week sound?
No, it's
okay.
Hey kid.
All right, guys, hold on. Let's I want to address something. So Myrick says he's taking the piss with this lawsuit. So that's not what I've been hearing. Because what I've been hearing is he's part of a group that is against continuous birth. And hold on, I don't even think it brings it up in this article.
Antinatalism. We're gonna get to that.
Okay, go ahead.
So, a demand like this could cause a rift within any family, but Mr. Samuel says he gets along very well with his parents, both of whom are lawyers. Oh my god. And they appear to be dealing with it with a lot of humor. That's reassuring, actually. In a statement, his mother, Kavita Karnad Samuel, explained her response to the recent upheaval my son has created. Quote, I must admire my son's temerity to want to take his parents to court, knowing both of us are lawyers. And if Raphael could come up with a rational explanation as to how he could have sought his consent to be born, I will accept my fault. End quote, she said.
See, and this is the reason. This is another reason why one of the I haven't been hearing that, because that response was from an account that he runs.
Huh.
And it's thrown into question on whether or not she actually said that or he did.
BBC,
Huh.
you're supposed to be better than this. Assuming it was the account that he runs. They obviously aren't. I'm saying they should be, but they're not. They're not on a lot of things. Oh my god. Oh. Mr. Samuel's belief is rooted in what's called antinatalism, a philosophy that argues that life is so full of misery that people should stop procreating immediately.
Okay.
This, he says, would gradually phase out humanity from the Earth, and that would also be so much better for the planet.
Fuck the planet.
Literally.
Like, go out, dig a hole that's like 3 inches deep for some people, and fuck it.
Okay. So Mark, can you send me something, like post it in the Discord? Because I've read a few articles about this, I've seen a few videos, and that claim I have not heard. So I'd like to see something about that. If he's updated a response or something. Because that is new information to me. And I've read, I think 3 or 4 articles about this. Some of them is the backlash to the original article. And then some others just talking about this. Go ahead there.
Okay. Fucking. Quote, there's no point to humanity. So many people are suffering. If humanity is extinct, Earth and animals would be happier. They'll certainly be better off. Also, no human will then suffer. Human existence is totally pointless. We've reached peak nihilism, lads.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree with him, as there's not really a point to us existing other than to exist.
Mm-hmm.
That existence is the point of existence.
Well, there really isn't a point to keep having kids. That's where I'd agree with him on. Like, the more kids we have, the worse it is for the environment.
At the rate we're going, yeah, sure. But
never mind the environment. What about the
couple
parents?
only had 2 kids, and with the infant mortality rate that we have, then, you know, the population will shrink.
Yeah. Which
Slowly but surely.
Which isn't entirely a bad thing. Like, that's where I'll agree with it on, is, like, it's one of the best things we can do for the environment is just stop having as many kids. And I can agree with that.
Oh my god.
Just have less kids. Alright, keep going.
A year ago, he created a Facebook page, Nihilanand. Fuck.
What?
It's either
Nihilanand?
Nihilanand or Nihilanand, however you want to fucking pronounce it.
Nihilist? Is that how it's actually pronounced?
I don't know how it's actually pronounced. I'm just guessing. I'm fucking
We
punching
should
at
ask.
this point.
We should ask Nick the next time we get a chance to. I would say if it's pronounced nihilist, then it's Nihiland. Nihilanand.
Yeah.
But if it's pronounced nihilist, then it's Nihilanand.
It depends on who you ask. Which features posters that show his images with a huge fake beard, an eye mask, and anti-natalist messages like, isn't forcing a child into this world and forcing it to have a career kidnapping and slavery?
No, that kid could choose to do whatever the fuck it wants to do. If it wants to be a fucking burden on society, it can do it.
That implies the best way to have a kid is to, once it's out of the womb, just fucking throw it out of the house. On your own, baby. Don't die.
No, like,
Fucking...
my point is like, once you have ultimate control over what you do in life.
Mm-hmm.
You do. You don't have to have a career. You don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to do all of these things. But if you want to live comfortably...
But it's recommended that you do.
It is definitely recommended that you do. However, no one can force you to do these things. Shut up, phone.
Schweinhund.
No one can legitimately force you to do these things. It all comes... Everything is a choice. Everything. No matter how choiceless you feel, no matter how forced into doing things you may feel, you still choose to do it.
Precisely. Where was I? Or, your parents had you instead of a toy or a dog. You owe them nothing. You are their entertainment. I'm pretty sure my parents did not have me to be like, hey, you know what we need? We need a little fucking tiny-ass monkey to dance around and make it chase a fucking laser pointer.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what your parents said.
Well, I should be dead anyway, but... No, I'm fucking 2 months preemie. I should be dead.
Yeah, I was born blue.
Oh my god, you were 2 months pre-me. I was a month late.
I was born blue.
You were born the genie, everybody.
Team review.
I guess we're going there now. Fucking A.
We'll
So
get there.
yeah, okay, now we have to. I made the segue and I gotta fucking deal with it.
Oh gosh.
But no, we gotta fucking talk about this too because this is just fucking funny. Where is
You
it?
talking about that whole Will Smith genie thing?
So
Yeah.
that is that a thing? I thought that was a Photoshop.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's a real thing.
What is the thing from? Where is this from?
The Aladdin live action movie?
There's
They're
a
making
trailer
an
up.
Aladdin alive. What?
Dude,
Yeah.
they're making a live action movie that's just about everything. They have Aladdin. They have another movie that came out not long ago that was originally a cartoon. I can't remember what it was.
Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson.
Well, they had Beauty and the
that.
Beast. They've done Jungle Book. They've done Lion King.
Mhm.
Right?
They've done Lion King?
I think so.
They've done stage adaptations of Lion King. That doesn't count.
True. Okay. Let's see. Google is my friend.
Yes, it is. Oh god, I need another fucking beer if I'm gonna read this shit.
Let's see. List of Disney live action remakes. They did The Jungle Book. They did The 101 Dalmatians a long time ago. Alice in
That was a
Wonderland.
long time ago.
Those weren't that bad.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland, that was a fucking Tim Burton acid trip. We don't always
was
talk
pretty
about
good.
that.
They did Cinderella apparently in 2015.
When did that happen?
Beauty and the Beast, and
Well, okay,
that's the what Christopher Robin.
Do you know how many? Oh, they did. Yeah. Do you know how many times that they've redone the Cinderella story? Like Selena Gomez.
That's
had
the one.
Hillary had
That's the one that I just saw. Okay, so here's a list of all the upcoming ones.
They're
Dumbo.
scared.
Why?
What?
You just read the fucking headline.
Has people talking and they're scared. Okay. Let me run through this list of upcoming films really quick. You have Dumbo, which is coming out in March.
Why?
I don't know. Aladdin, that's coming out in May. The Lion King, that's coming out in July. Lady and the Tramp, October.
What?
Mulan, 2020.
That one sounds
Maleficent
cool.
2 apparently is happening.
And
Then
Maleficent?
Cruella.
Maleficent
Yeah,
and
Maleficent.
Cruella, okay.
Pinocchio, to be announced. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, to be announced. Lilo and Stitch, really? To
Really?
be
Why?
announced.
So, Pinocchio and Hunchback,
And
I can
Little
see that
Mermaid.
work.
I can see Pinocchio working. I can see The Hunchback of Notre Dame working.
Little
Lilo and
Mermaid,
Stitch?
they're all gonna drown.
No, seriously though, Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah, that... Why?
I can only imagine Stitch as being terrifying to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, to respond to this, so Mark puts an update. He says I was thinking of the wrong person. Okay. See, you concerned me. You thought that you were making me think I didn't, I didn't do enough research into that one, because when I first saw it, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a troll. And so I read a bunch of articles on it, and I looked into a bunch of things. And so when Mike responds with he's taking the piss out of it with that lawsuit, I'm like, wait, no, hold on, I swear I looked into this. So okay, all right, so so to just finish up, since it seems like we've moved on from that story. To finish up on that one, basically, this guy he just is trying to it's a serious political stunt to get everyone talking about anti-nihilism. Basically,
Antinatalism, Jesus Christ.
natalism. I don't fucking know. This is an Indian thing. It's pretty heavy in, like, it's growing to be a pretty big movement in India, which, I mean, makes sense. That country's overcrowded as shit.
Yeah.
And his arguments are serious. They're not trolling.
We've reached peak millennial.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah, that's actually
it's the only way I
that's the
can
perfect
see
way
it.
of saying it. So let's move on to the Aladdin trailer bullshit.
Yeah, the trailer is embedded in this article.
alright.
We can watch it.
Are we gonna watch it? Okay.
Let's not.
I've seen just enough fucking gifs of this shit to be like, oh god, please no. So
Yeah, let's not. And I'll read.
okay,
You gotta post the article. I don't have it.
it's
in there.
there.
Where?
Right
The
next.
Aladdin trailer. The Aladdin trailer has people talking, and they're scared. CNN. Disney's latest look at the upcoming live-action version of Aladdin has a few people wishing the genie would go back in the bottle. I don't blame them because, damn, Will Smith has really let himself go. A new trailer for the film debuted during Sunday's Grammy Awards. Viewers on social media expressed some disappointment, and for others, horror. Abstract, visceral horror. When I was 6, I had a nightmare about King Ramses from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Really?
You didn't watch enough Courage then, did you?
You really
Yeah.
didn't. Ramses was probably like the tamest one. It was like one of the first episodes.
His mother freaked me out more than any of the other things that tried to kill him.
Return the slab. That was it. That was the scariest thing in my life up until I saw Will Smith as the genie. Okay.
Keep in mind, for a fucking 6-year-old, that's pretty fucking scary. 6-year-old.
Yeah, you know, I will give the fucking kid that. I was like 14 when Courage the Cowardly Dog came out, I think. Will Smith, as the genie, looks like what one of those kids from the 90s Fruit Gushers commercials would look like if they ever found a cure for their fruit curse.
Oh God.
Wrote another. Okay, that was spicy.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
This fucking next one. Holy shit.
Why does Will Smith look like Smurf's centaur?
You missed one.
Did I?
Yeah.
Will Smith as hashtag Aladdin's genie makes me want to uninvent CGI. Why does Will Smith look like Smurf Centaur? Really?
Okay, I'm just gonna play the silent animation. Just look at that. Fucking look at that.
You know what? I will give him that. He does kind of look like a centaur from that Hercules show that happened back in the 90s. This is not the first time Smith has faced criticism for taking on the iconic character from the 1992 hit animated film. When Entertainment Weekly published a cover with a first look of the actor as Genie, originally voiced by Robin Williams, some fans were upset that he wasn't blue. Smith responded on Instagram that he would indeed be blue in the final film. I'm gonna be blue! This is how the genie is in human disguise form. My character will be CGI most of the movie.
Do you need a period
Disney and
after
Smith
film instead of the fucking comma?
May have over-delivered.
Just a bit.
Wow. Just a little bit. Where was I? Aladdin, directed by Guy Ritchie,
Wow.
Guy Ritchie.
also stars Naveed Negaban. Negaban. As the Sultan, Frank Welker with his return to voice what?
Yeah, Frank Volker voiced the original Abu. Abu's the monkey.
I know who Abu is, you fucking plebe. I'm sorry, that was a little harsh. They need someone to voice the monkey? Why don't they just make a bunch of monkey noises? Or train the monkey to make the monkey noises? Yes, it is. All they do is put an electrode in its tail.
They're not allowed to do that.
What stopped Hollywood from doing things that it's not allowed to do in the past?
Public outcry?
And?
Activism,
Are we
and that's
forgetting-
it. Are we forgetting?
Freaking producer guy who was, like, who sparked the hashtag Me Too movement?
Weinstein?
Weinstein?
Yes!
Harvey?
That is my evidence that Hollywood doesn't give a shit about public outcry. Anyways, moving on. Jafar will be played by Marwan Kanzari. Naomi Scott will plays Princess. What?
God damn it, CNN! You have
Fucking
copy editors
editors.
for a goddamn reason. Fire him!
Plays Princess Jasmine and Mena Masood. Is that how you pronounce it? Masood?
Yeah, don't ask me how to spell any names.
Masood is Aladdin. The film lands in theaters May 24th.
I mean, if you want the proper pronunciation, it's C4, but
Oh God.
I just got it. I was like, what? C4? C4, the pre-workout? Oh! Explosives. Got it. Makes sense. Nice job. You fucking horrible human being.
I mean, Middle Eastern men are known for their explosive personality. I don't know what else to say.
Oh my God.
Give us one more.
I'm out.
What?
I
No.
don't have another one. Oh, shit. What's Al-Qaeda's favorite football team? The New York
I don't know
Jets.
football teams. Oh,
Oh my god.
Setting this video to age restricted and
Why aren't you doing that from the start? With the bullshit that we talk about
I have
on
no idea
here,
where the fuck
that
we're
should
gonna
be
go.
that should literally be the automatic default setting. But yeah, wow, he's pretty blue. It's like he makes that blue song, that blue guy song, look kind of
Blue Man Group.
green. Kind of green, yeah. The Blue Man Group song. I'm blue, abba dee ba da ba 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 blee blah blah.
That's not the Blue Man Group.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. But he makes that song look kind of green in comparison.
Just the animation overall just looks bad.
Let's look. Let me look at it really quick.
That from what's his name, Steve Bannister. Just that little clip is like it's very stiff.
I just watched camels walking in the sand, and they didn't look like camels.
Oh god, you guys,
Christ.
look at that.
I'm not sure I want. I mean, Twitter's been having a fucking field day with memes from.
Will Smith's genie brought out some comparisons. What is... Okay, I recognize most of these except for that last one beside the question mark. Where is that from?
I don't know. That's the one I don't recognize. I've seen every other movie but that one. Well,
I don't
Blue Man
recognize
Group.
that one either.
The question mark?
No,
The one next to the question mark.
Oh,
why is
that's
the question mark
Amazing
blue? I don't
Spider-Man 2.
understand.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's oh god, he's the villain. He's played by shit.
I don't
Electro.
remember what... I know I
Electro.
watched...
Electro.
I know I watched that movie, but I don't
think.
remember...
He was kind of he was the opening bad guy, but not really. He
Okay.
accidentally becomes the bad guy, and then what's his name? Spider-Man's best friend. What's Peter Parker's best friend's name? He eventually becomes the Green Goblin.
Harry
I don't know
Osborn.
more.
Jughead? Yes, Harry Osborn.
Yes, so then Harry Osborn takes over as the big bad guy.
See ya, Toya. God, why couldn't I freaking remember that name? I wanted to say Archie for some reason. So I went with Jughead because that sounded more correct. Dead air, oh, dead air. There's so much dead air. Move to the next article.
No, he's gone.
I'm still here for a second. Which article's next?
Next
hold on.
article.
No, look at this. What's it?
What the fuck?
See, I don't hate
Mark Ass Brownlee.
See, I don't hate Will Smith for playing the genie
I don't-
because Robin Williams did it first. I love Will Smith. He's a great YouTuber.
You know what? I like Will Smith because I've legitimately enjoyed him as an actor.
Yeah. Just this is.
I don't like his family so much, but I like Will Smith.
I love his wife. His wife is a fantastic actress.
I don't.
Jada
I was
Pinkett
actually
Smith, she's pretty good. But
I was actually talking about
his
no
kid.
his
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 kids.
supposed offspring.
Yeah, no, they're terrible. But his wife is
I mean, how do you You know that saying, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? The apple may as well have fallen straight up.
She cheated on him and had that kid with somebody else.
That's the only logical conclusion.
Jaden Smith is the apple that defied gravity and went as far away from the tree as possible by going straight up.
There should be a hashtag. Make
blood
Jaden
test,
take
please.
Paternity test. Yeah.
Blood test, please.
Willow hasn't been in the news about literally anything since her song "Whip Her Hair" back and forth.
I don't even know that song.
That was like 2012, so
I literally don't pay attention to celebrity anything.
The only reason why I know it is because it was a joke that was made a ton of times back when I was doing some YouTube videos.
Literally
Back in, 2012.
Literally the only reason I know Will Smith's name is because of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And Men in Black.
Willow Smith.
Will Smith, not Willow.
Right. What's her most?
I didn't even know Willow Smith's name. I just knew he had a daughter and he's got like 2 or 3 sons.
No, he's got one kid. One
What?
dude, Jaden. 3 years ago, she uploaded a music video, but she basically just does music. So
wait, is Willow Smith his niece then?
huh?
Will Smith. How
Yes.
many children does he have?
I will Google. No,
Because you just said he's only got 1 kid.
he has one son.
Okay, I must
Oh,
have
he does
misheard
have
you. I'm
3.
sorry. Ha! Boom!
Oh shit!
I told you! He's got 2 or 3 sons! And you said he only had 1.
Jaden. Oh my god. Jaden has replaced his teeth with gold. Okay. Jaden Smith. Hold on. Oh, okay. So he only has 2 with Jada Pickett, his current wife. And that's Jaden and Willow. But he had a son
I
named
legitimately believe that he
Trey.
needs to get a blood test for Jaden because 1, Jaden looks nothing like him. And
Let's-
2,
Look at that image.
there's gotta be blood. There's gotta be some kind of brain damage there.
Look at that image.
Who the fuck? Is that Jaden?
Yeah.
God damn, something really bad happened to him. Pretty sure it was Will Smith. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
Wait,
I'm
okay,
not
so
gonna
this
make that
is-
joke. I have lines that I try not to cross.
Okay, hold on. So, okay, yeah, his oldest son, Trey. But you don't hear about Trey ever, apparently.
Probably because he was like, yeah, no, I don't want to be fucking public.
He was.
God, look at this dude's fucking teeth.
Fortnite Marquez Brownlee.
How do people think that's fucking good looking? Dude looks like he's from fucking Pirates of the
homeless?
Caribbean.
What the hell happened to his teeth?
Replace
Exactly!
them with gold.
He replaced them with gold and diamonds, and honestly, from this image, it looks like he's from Pirates of the Caribbean, and he's never seen a dentist in his life. Or a toothbrush, for that matter.
No, he must have been to a dentist at some point.
The guy who did those implants hasn't seen a dentist in his life.
You with this picture.
What the fuck?
With this picture, it doesn't even look like he has teeth.
No, it just looked like
Those don't look gold; they look black. The diamonds look like freaking really sharp, blunted parts of teeth that he broke when he bit into something harder than he could chew.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
This man is English. No. I will have no argument. He's got the London look. Trust me.
Man, dude's not even English. He's from Cambodia.
I think. No, whip my hair back and forth is not a new origin to Watch Me Nene. Yes, I just subjected myself to listening to that song. It's horrible.
You have serious commitment issues to the chat, buddy.
Well,
you commit yourself too hard to them.
I was curious too. I'm like, wait, shit, is that where the meme started?
He's all about that audience participation.
I do have to say this. Next article.
Okay.
Yeah, we picked how many?
Oh, we didn't pick very
Couple of
many.
them.
Alright, so The Guardian has another one called Hate Your Body Odor.
Oh,
More likely
yes.
to have
I know this
right-wing
one.
views.
This one.
Take it away, Pov.
Oh, Jesus Christ, why are you making
It's your turn.
Fuck you. Wait, I
Guardian.
couldn't have done the...
Guardian, you
short
dislike
You know what?
Hollywood.
I will give you that. I will give you that. You can do the short one, the next
Alright.
short one at least, and I'll go ahead and take this one. You okay with that?
Okay. I'll do it.
No, I'm being serious right now. If you don't want to do this one, I'll do it for you.
People who have a greater tendency to turn their noses up to a whiff of urine,
Just like you just
sweat-
turned your nose up at my freaking generosity and offering.
Oh.
Goal.
Urine, sweat, and other body odors are more likely to have right-wing authoritarian attitude. What is that?
What?
leap?
I'm sorry. I don't
Literally
think body
what?
odor smells good. I'm sorry. The smell of blood actually makes my stomach turn. What is wrong with that?
Never have I
Okay,
ever.
the study.
Never have I ever gone into the locker room at the gym and gone, "Hey, buddy, you smell awful. Gas yourself."
I mean, I have while throwing a freaking can of Axe at someone.
No, I've said that to Axe users. Jesus Christ.
No. I've literally said, "Hey, dude, gas yourself with this. You smell horrible," and tossed a can of that aerosol deodorant at him. And he's like, "Oh, hey, thanks," and gassed himself.
What did you do about this smelly man in the corner? I sent him.
Not only did he spray his pits and everything, he also huffed. So he literally gassed himself.
Christ. That's not what I meant. I meant clean off, not take yourself to fucking Auschwitz.
The study also found that having a greater disgust for body odors was linked to albeit
to a small degree. That's kind of
weird
an aside.
word. Yeah, I know the word, but it's just a weird word to use there. With support for Donald Trump when he was a presidential candidate.
What?
The team says finding support. The feelings of disgust might partly underpin social discrimination against others. I can't do this. Oh my god!
What the
primitive urge to avoid catching diseases from unfamiliar people and environment.
So a general urge to live and not expose yourself to unpleasant. Holy shit! I just looked at this little thing to the right that said most viewed in U.S. At the bottom of the list is me and my vulva. 100 reveal all.
I wanted a car article, not a fucking vagina article. God damn it!
I just clicked on it.
Oh god.
Me and my vulva. 100 women reveal all. First it was breasts, then penises. Now photographer Laura Dodsworth has taken portraits of 100 vulvas. She tells Live Little why. Below, 8 women's stories. Warning! Adult content, you don't say.
So, okay, this whole thing of feeling of disgust.
Wow.
Oh god, so you're off on.
I'm looking at a bunch of vaginas right now.
Okay.
And none of them are impressive, I'm sure.
He's left to a completely different, like...
He's gone off the deep end. Panda, stop him!
Wow.
Oh,
Honey,
wow.
come take a look at this.
Wow. Why?
Honey, bring the camera!
Yeah.
Because what the hell are these?
What the hell are these?
So,
Yeah.
I'm so
what?
glad that your look's nice. Because I don't know if I'd be able to dive into that.
Okay. I really don't want to do this, so I'm going back to the article we were on.
let me guess. It's so.
I selected over to it and I went back.
Let me guess. So Harry, you might as well be lost in the Amazon. Am I right?
I
That's
didn't
actually
even look
impressive.
long enough to see.
Ugh.
Oh god.
Okay.
Why is it pierced in 6 different directions?
No, this particular picture.
Why is it floppy? It shouldn't be floppy. Mine should be floppy.
This particular picture is displayed in such the woman's stance is in such a way that it looks like her vagina is spreading her legs apart.
Might actually be.
God.
It's got a mind of its own. Kill it! Kill it!
Whoa!
Oh.
See, if I
Wow.
fucking bring this article up, this is gonna have to be fucking
No.
age restricted. At this
This
point,
looks
so-
like a
No,
this,
no, you
this
can't actually bring this article up.
I'm
Let me
not
just-
going
you
to.
actually can't. There's a lot
not-
of pictures of vaginas.
Yeah,
I never said I
no,
planned
not
to.
just.
So
Why does
news
that one
articles
look
aren't
like
allowed,
it's
but
been
naked
burnt?
baking is on YouTube. Good
Oh,
job.
that makes sense.
Explains it. That's what I
That
thought
explains
said.
it. Okay, so one of these pictures actually had me like reeling for a second. There's like, how does that happen? And Panda was also kind of confused because it just looked so unnatural. And then we saw the caption to the actual picture, and it's a trans person. Post-op.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I'm-
just looked at a penis that was split down the center and turned into a vagina.
Ah!
Back to the last article.
Yeah.
Have you ordered?
Now that I've influenced y'all's nightmares
Let me
tonight.
just get a second to order some eye bleach for pig. Same day delivery.
I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
Hey, okay.
I
One of them
haven't.
looked like it literally was burnt. Like it had been set on fire. I'm not kidding.
No, it wasn't just set on fire. It looked like it survived an acid attack. Barely.
Okay. Alright.
My vulva survived
Christ.
Vietnam. I didn't, but it did.
Literally, some of these couldn't even be called vulvas. They should have been called vulvasaurs.
Oh god. Alright. I
Gotta
wonder
catch
what
'em
would
all,
happen
am I
if
right?
Someone would make an article like that, but with penises.
I was actually going with the sore as in open wound.
Oh.
Oh.
But that works too.
I was thinking like old.
So that's what the photographer's
Old
thinking is gotta
Pokemon.
catch them all.
Yeah, I was
Christ
going
almighty.
for it in a different direction than that.
All right.
Just like I'm going in the different direction from these images. Closing this tab.
All right.
And
So
deleting my history.
Nah, I won't go that far.
we think I actually okay. So back to what Meyer says. He says, in other words, the link is by coincidence, which is what I'm thinking as well. I know there's a term for that, but I don't remember what it is. We think that authoritarian attitudes might, at least in part, be rooted in biology, said Dr. Jones Olofsson.
Considering that our
well-
biology dictates whether someone's armpits smell bad or not.
I have no fucking clue.
No, seriously, there's like I read this when I was in I think I was in high school at the time in biology class. It was in the textbook. It said that biology and pheromones is one way that that helps us choose a mate that is genetically different from us enough for it to be a perfect match. It's like if their armpits don't stink to you, it means that they're genetically
More
right.
compatible.
Yes, that's the word, but they're different genetically enough for us to be able to breed with them. It's one of those genetic attraction things.
So what
Hey,
you're saying is,
Hey, girl.
this is
Hey, girl, before you come back to my place, let me smell your pits.
Well, it's not just pits. It's also like the balls or the vagina or whatever. If it smells like unpleasant to you, then it means that you probably shouldn't procreate with this person.
But hey, girl, let me smell your balls. Doesn't just roll off the tongue like it does.
Wait, are you saying like
So Buck,
What?
that was an interesting admission there.
What the?
what?
I crack a joke. Come on, don't read into it that far. Come on, come on.
I don't know, man. I think the proverbial cat, as in vagina, is out of the bag.
So, co-author of the research from Stockholm University
Hang on. Hey,
and study, but he says the feelings of disgust are not immutable. I'm just gonna keep going.
That was making me laugh.
we're getting spicy tonight. Let me tell you.
Oh, I know, I discussed you, Pov, but come on.
I keep wanting to make a point and it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't fucking happen.
Because did you see those pictures too?
No.
Then what's your problem?
No, just about the whole fucking conservatism and avoiding catching diseases thing. That's a real link, but like.
But you just said you were trying to make a point, but you couldn't for some reason.
Okay, I
But,
get it, you
just-
motherfucker.
These articles smell fishy. Oh man!
You see,
Okay.
if I want, if I want,
Oh my god!
if I want to test if a lady's right or not, I have my cat go in first. And if he starts licking, boy, I am out.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
even though disgust is a very primitive emotion that is definitely roped in our biological survival, it can still be altered, he said. Previous studies have linked levels of disgust to political orientation, with some research suggesting those who identify as conservative have a greater aversion to
Revolting images. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So
it's
what you're
just-
saying
this
is that
retarded.
Republicans. What you're saying is that right wingers are more attracted to hygiene and cleanliness. You know,
Right.
things that prevent bad things from happening to our immune system.
Yes.
If that was true, then anti-vaxxers would be liberals.
A lot of them are.
No, are they? No, I've always
Mhm.
heard them as being conservative.
No, because the conservative goes, oh, this will make my kids stronger. Sure.
Do it.
Yeah, but most of them do it because of religious reasons.
No.
That's different.
No.
Wait, what?
No. You're confusing anti-vaxxers that believe in pseudoscience with fucking backwaters rednecks who.
You're confusing Scientologists with people who think vaccines cause autism. The line's very thin,
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe I just haven't. I just keep hearing about the people with the same
So
sentences.
I'll put it like this: there are two lines of anti-vaxxers. And I will throw the right wing side of it into the whole overarching umbrella of anti-vax. You have the ones who do it for religious reasons. And yes, they are for the majority right leaning. And then you have the ones that do it because of woo science and pseudoscience, which are the left wingers. The ones that you see Jeff debunking all the time
The hippie
mostly are the hippies that believe in pseudoscience
Who think that
and bullshit.
their whole I found a new system, man. You just gotta
What's
take
it
some
called?
urine and shoot it into your nose
Holistic-
and you're cured of cancer.
holistic medicine.
Holistic
Yeah, that's
holistic medicine's
predominantly-
one.
Yeah,
Homeopathy.
yeah. That's all predominantly left leaning in regards to who buys into it.
I just don't know my anti-vaxxer lore, I guess.
Yeah, you should
just
get
gotta-
into it, man.
you just gotta
You
play-
should watch more. You should watch more Jeff Holiday videos.
You gotta play more Anti-Vaxxer to Electric Boogaloo and unlock more of those lore cards.
Is there a my
Have
name
you done the
is
Anti-Vax
Before?
raid yet? God damn it, you gotta solo that shit. Don't bring a fire team.
That's when you get all the real lore tabs. Oh god. For those who don't play Destiny, they have
Today we're
no
doing
idea
a strike
what
on
we're talking-
Influenza Guardian. I can't do Zavala like fucking Waffle can. Jesus
No,
Christ.
Waffle does it so fucking well. Jesus Christ. Alright. So, the doctor, or person who claims to be, said his team were keen to explore whether the response of individuals toward scenarios linked to scent alone revealed similar association. I feel like he didn't do that well enough. Because
I am inclined to agree with you.
because it seems like I think this is just a sentence. This isn't even a paragraph, but this sentence seems to say that we tested to see if this wasn't just correlation. But with their conclusion, I doubt they actually did that. Because
I kind of have to break in here for a minute because I saw the stuff at the bottom. Since you're
God.
here, we have a small favor to ask. More people are reading and supporting our independent investigative reporting than ever before. And unlike many news organizations, we have chosen an approach that allows us to keep our journalism accessible to all, regardless of where they live or what they can afford. Independent investigative reporting. They consider this reporting.
in journalism.
Back to you, Pov.
Yeah. So we think that olfaction might be the root of the pathogen detection system.
Pathogen.
Pathogen detection system. So body odor disgust might be the most primitive, most fundamental way to detect pathogens.
Considering that body odor stinks because of the bacteria growing in it,
Yeah.
on top of it, on top of I'm just gonna end that sentence there. Body odor. Why do you think your shit stinks? The bacteria in it.
Okay.
Farts are caused by bacteria in the gut digesting difficult food. The reason bean farts are so fucking horrid is because so much energy and bacteria go into digesting it that it's just fucking horrid.
But with pathogens, I don't know what the fucking flu smells like. Point is lost. Moving on.
All right. Previous. Wait, hold on. Jesus, where the fuck am I? Writing
in the journal. That's where you were.
Yeah, writing in the journal Royal Society Open Science. The
Open
guy
as in unfounded.
Yeah, I said open.
As in unfounded.
The guy who claims to be a doctor and colleagues report that they
guy who
explored
claims
the
to be a
issue
doctor.
across these 3 experiments.
Olafson, if you can't pronounce it.
I'm saying the guy who claims to be a doctor.
Okay.
Involving a total
Just call
more
him.
than 75.
Just call him the fucking Dragonborn.
Wait. 3.
750 participants.
3 experiments.
Experiments.
Involving 750 participants.
Recruited online.
This is some great journalism, guys. Just great journalism mixed with some great science.
3 experiments.
Local man claims no one online will lie to him. He's a scientist.
Participants
Local
were
man
presented
says
with
3
questions-
experiments is enough
Oh
to
my
prove
God,
a
no, this
freaking
gets worse.
formula.
This gets worse. This becomes even more of a joke.
my
Participants were presented with questionnaires on a number of topics, including their degree of social, physical, and moral liberalism and their level of disgust towards pathogens. This was done online.
Oh my god.
Assessed by
This
asking
whole-
participants to rate.
Oh my god.
Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
this-
that's the end of this article.
This
I don't think we need to
entire
explore it any further.
this entire fucking study was based on hypotheticals.
This entire
Jesus
article was
Christ.
based on a questionnaire asked 3 times
Online.
online. That's not a fucking experiment. That's a fucking poll. Moving on.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So okay,
Alright.
just to finish the paragraph.
Okay, I'll finish.
Response.
the
No,
paragraph.
I'll finish it for you. Just make it quick. Response to phrases such as "quote sitting next to someone who has red sores on their arm." Would any sane person sit next to that person on the fucking bus? I don't think so.
I would, but only because I wanted to know who they got their stuff from.
You see, I got
Seriously, if you want to get the good drugs, you find the people with track marks.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I mean,
I know
so
I'm a bad person.
real. So real fucking talk. Jordan Peterson has talked about the connection between conservatism and a propensity for cleanliness, let's say. But he's never linked that to fucking authoritarianism. It's like, okay, yes, people who are more conservative like to keep themselves cleaner. That's fine. And he went, yeah, then Hitler took it too far. Like, it's one thing to be like, yeah, I don't want to be sick, I don't want to be dirty, fine. And then Hitler was like, you know what, let's just fucking get rid of this one race of people. No, that's not being conservative, that's just insanity.
Alright, so moving on. And this is the final article of the night.
Yeah,
and I believe this one actually brought up a little bit of debate between Pov and I.
Yeah.
A little bit of conversation between
You also
he
spelled
and I.
battery is batter.
And I'm on the
Sure.
sideline because I don't do this.
I can't help that. Okay, I can't help
You
it.
misspelled
Okay.
a crucial word
Shut
in the
up.
argument that led to it. I don't know.
And your brain couldn't see batter in talking about vapes and think, oh, he meant to say battery.
No, I thought you meant like it was like a joke version of juice.
Look, the only
My e-cig
batter I
abuses me
ever
every
talk
night.
about- the only batter I ever talk about is this type that you bake. Whether it's in a womb or in an oven, or both.
I was gonna say like it was.
Okay,
Alright.
Was it better or betterer? Because if it's betterer, then I'm gonna say your fucking vape abuses you every fucking night.
You know what? I will fucking abuse you every night. Shut up. With his dick. Millennial
this is why I have a
killed in
gun.
horrific. Millennial killed. I have several. Millennial killed in horrific vaping accident by Pluralist, February 7th, 2019. I'm starting to think that the reason they don't put their actual authors' names in it is because for protection. A 24-year-old man from Fort Worth, Texas, died last week in a gruesome accident involving a vape pen.
That doesn't look
On
like
his
a man.
way home from the bank on January 27th, William Brown made a quick stop to reload his e-cigarette at a vape shop in Keller, his grandmother told the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. When Brown got back in his car and started puffing, the pen exploded in his face and the bottom of the device shot through his neck and lodged back there.
The part facing away from him?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it imploded.
Could it be referring to the?
The button?
Yeah. Well, that's what I originally thought when I read this was the button. But now that I'm thinking about it, how though?
Fucking.
Exactly. According to the Tarrant County Medical Examiner's Office, the explosion tore open William Brown's left carotid artery, causing a cerebral infection, a stroke, and internal bleeding.
No, it's on your
Brown
mind.
tried to pull himself out of the car, crawling all the way to the trunk before collapsing on the sidewalk, the Fort Worth Star-Telegram reported. The owner of the Smoke and Vape DZ store, which according to BuzzFeed denied selling the explosive e-cigarette, told KVTV that he immediately summoned an ambulance and made sure Brown was hastened to JPS Hospital, where the young man was put in a medically induced coma. Brown died 2 days later, only a couple weeks before his 25th birthday. Alice Brown blamed the doctors for not operating on her grandson in time. Murder. Not quite 25 years old, he should have had a long life. He should have made it if they had done. He should have made it if they had done the surgery. In response to Brown's accusation, JPS issued a statement saying that the hospital will take family concerns seriously as we review all that transpired. Brown also told the Star-Telegram that it was in part her grandson's asthma that compelled him to start vaping. A friend had told him that it would make him breathe good.
That
It's-
sounds stupid.
Asthmatic
so-
here, I don't smoke anything.
Yeah, no, I would like. I mean, if he was trying to stop
Jesus
smoking,
Christ.
sure.
Yeah. So funny thing, propylene glycol is one of the carriers of medicine in inhalers. So people, it also loosens phlegm and everything like that. But people
that makes
mistake people mistake it for the active ingredient in asthma inhalers when it's really just the filler.
So
Yes,
it's
it
still
does.
not good.
It's not the medicine. It's not going to help you with an asthma attack. It does loosen phlegm,
Right.
right?
Which is probably the reason why I cough out phlegm after.
Yes. But it's not going to help with asthma because asthma is a swelling of the the esophageal. Wait, esophageal? Isn't the esophagus
Hey, I'm gonna
the
pull
stomach
the
tube?
I'm gonna pull the the SJW oppressive stack card on you and have Buck, who actually has it, explain.
Buck has
No.
a Buck has an esophagus.
No.
Uh,
Buck-
he
Buck-
doesn't have an esophagus. What kind of mutant is he?
Why
No,
does Buck always
I'm being
me?
serious here. Asthma is the swelling of the tracheal lining that causes the throat to swell up.
I was making a joke.
I know, and it failed horribly.
Yeah, it kinda did. Alright, keep going.
Where was I? There we go. Brown also blah blah blah. Breathe good, she said. It just hurts so bad, said Brown. I can understand. Who has contacted an investigator to look into the death. Now he'll never see that birthday. It's a waste of the things he could have accomplished.
Right, then it goes into
Wow,
basically-
I'm actually really surprised. Since 2009, at least 295. Wow, only 195 since 2009,
Yeah,
That's
since-
so many.
and that's not even deaths.
No.
That's
Alright,
like
And that's not even deaths.
Here's what you gotta understand, Buck.
That's
Back
like
before
2 a year. No, 20 a
regulated
year.
mods started
Since
being put into place.
2009, at least 195 vaping-related accidents have been reported in the United States, with the first death of a 38-year-old Florida man reported back in May. 10 years of vaping. 10 years starting with vape pens of the blue variety, which are absolute garbage,
Then going to mech mods.
and then going to mech mods, and now with what we have
The
now,
regulated box mods. Yeah.
only 195 accidents have happened in the United States. And the first death was back in May of last year.
May
Yeah.
of 09.
This one being the second one.
Oh, 18.
Wait.
E-cigarettes have rapidly become a trend among millennials and Gen Xers in recent years, even as smoking rates have declined. While the products are marketed as safer alternative to tobacco products, research on the health effects of vaping is in early stages. Now that's true.
Yeah,
The FDA cracked down
the
on
most-
teen vaping last September, but young adults are still free to take the risk.
It's the most.
So I
honest
was-
way-
I'm actually pleasantly surprised that the article only presented facts on regards to that.
Yeah, the only honest way to present the health concerns is by saying research is still in its early stages.
And it really is.
We
It
don't
really,
know.
really is. I mean, it's so
It could be
far
bad.
the
It could be
research, like the
Sounds good.
legitimate, yeah, so far the legitimate research is showing that vaping is not nearly as bad for your health as smoking is. It's not good for you,
No.
but it's also not bad for you at the same time.
No, I was. Funny thing about this is, one of the days there was a bunch of ice on the road, so my dad offered to pick me up. He picked me up with one of his buddies, and my dad happens to mention that I was vaping, and we got into this whole long conversation. He's like, asking about what's inside it and everything, and so I started listing off the things, and I mentioned vegetable starch, and so then the joke around the car was that vaping is like actually healthy. And I'm like, wait, no, don't put me in that position because I can't make that argument.
So do you remember that news story from like 2 or 3 years ago about popcorn lung being caused by e-juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So what it found was actually that vapes of the vapor from certain e-juices.
It was specific juices that people just weren't paying attention to the ingredients. But yeah, keep going.
And B, they were also doing it wrong by having the drag go on so long that it was actually burning the cotton in the wick.
Yeah, that's also true.
Or the fiberglass. Was it cotton or was it fiberglass? I can't remember.
It might have been fiberglass, but
Fiberglass
there was this
worse.
huge. Yeah, there was this huge push like 2 years back to get people to stop doing long drags, because there was a bunch of competitions. How far
the cloud chaser competitions, and honestly, you're not going to burn your wick if you have it wetted enough.
Yeah, and like for me, I keep the air holes smaller so it's pulling in more juice than air when you pull it up, so that the wick is getting more. Yeah. But no. So the argument that ended up happening was half because I didn't read him correctly, half because he didn't spell things correctly. Was so. The interesting thing about what I read from this was it says vape.
It wasn't even really an argument. It was more of a discussion.
It was a discussion. Yes. Yeah. This said vape pen. Now, whenever I hear vape pen from people who don't know what vape is, they could be referring to these really small vapes, like
that are like pen shaped.
Yeah, that you get.
They're typically used like a cigarette is. You pull on it with your tongue. It's an actual drag rather than a hit.
Yep. You're not clicking a button. And then the other one
is like a fucking cigar. It's where the phrase "robo dick" came from.
Well, the other one is called a mech mod, or a mechanical mod. And mechanical mods, it's just basically 2 contact points on a lithium battery that sends unregulated voltage to a coil to heat it up. Now,
and when he says unregulated voltage, he means the pure voltage that the battery can output at its maximum.
Yeah, so it's not like there's no chip in it that has like resistors and things to
regulate, like condition the voltage, reduce, increase, whatever.
Yeah. Which is what a lot of people have moved on from those and now use what I use. Like I use a
box mod, not a box mod. Yeah, box mod. Mech mods and box mods are slightly different. Box mods, mech mods are exactly that. They have batteries, they have a button, and then they have the coil.
Typically
Typically the batteries are in series with each other, and they send the voltage directly through the coil at around 12 to 13 volts plus or minus 5.
And
that's the rating on the batteries.
Do it wrong. Something that
if you fuck up your math, if you fuck up your math on your ohms, you will fucking hurt yourself.
You can blow it up. You can over tighten, and it will explode. Hence the reason why what my thinking is
it's the batteries. It's the batteries that do it though. not necessarily the tank or the
mod.
juice or anything. It's the batteries that do it. Which is why box-shaped mechanical mods, rather than the tubular ones, are
Regulated.
are more often used because they have a door on the side rather than they have a battery cradle inside, kind of like what you would see on a regular device that uses two AAA batteries where you just slide them in, rather than the tubular one, which works more like a flashlight where you unscrew one side and the batteries slide out.
Yeah.
Right?
Box
Box mods, however, have a circuit board in there, and it allows you to increase and decrease the voltage. It's got a little computer in there that does all that, so they're generally safer. And they also have the body is designed in such a way that it's going to have a door or a sliding cover on it, so you can't really damage the batteries by cranking it down too tight.
And so the idea that that I had when I was reading this was this guy was just running an old mech mod, and he fucked up in some way and it exploded on him.
Yeah, my thoughts were a little bit more malignant. Like back in 2012, 2013, I think it was either Europe or Asia, some jackass decided to put, what's it called? Licorice extract directly into it for the flavor. Now, the problem with putting extracts as flavors into vapes, into mods and things like that, is that it's got alcohol in it. You can take a look at any bottle of vanilla extract or licorice extract or any extract that's intended for use with food. It has a certain amount of alcohol in it. Now, alcohol is combustive. It catches fire very fucking easily. Now, when this guy put this extract directly into his mod, it caught fire and exploded. He lived, but it exploded. Now, the argument that we were having is I was saying, I originally was, like, what I intended to say was it was either the guy did something stupid, aka put something combustible into the mod and was vaping on it or trying to, or B, someone was trying to play a prank on him and it went horribly wrong because they did something like that, or C, the battery's fucked up.
But it's a battery type batter.
Instead of saying battery, when I hit Y, it didn't actually actuate. And so, Pov completely disregarded it, thinking I was saying something dirty, like I usually am. And so he brought up the whole fact that 18650 batteries, which is what most mods use these days, are lithium ion. And if you damage them, they tend to explode.
Yeah.
They tend to explode, no joke. It will happen. So that was the disagreement we were having.
It's basically a misunderstanding. Which
Basically.
Is funny.
We were fully in agreement with each other, but one of us decided that the other wasn't saying what they were saying. Like Twitter. Like just about every argument on Twitter you could possibly find.
Every single one.
Except much more civil because, we like each other.
Yeah. So when I jumped in, he's like, "Did you not see that I mentioned that already?" I went back and I looked. I'm like, "Oh, you did. You just said batter," and that confused me, so I ignored it. And I responded to your second statement.
Yeah, so because I say batter in a certain context, like practically every episode, he ignores it whenever I say batter. Something that Paz should probably start doing.
Alright.
I'm
We
such
have
an
been
asshole.
here. I just actually looked at the time. Hey, we have been here for 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Yeah,
Yes,
we've
we
actually
have.
made it. Well, technically, we started a little bit later, didn't we?
Just a
So it's
tad.
been-
we
it's been
started
about
the
2
music.
hours.
We started the music at 2.
If you're counting straight from the music, yes, we've been here for for 2 hours and 6 minutes. But we've actually managed to get through all of the articles we had out for tonight. For once.
It's a miracle.
Isn't it? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight with this episode's Locked and Loaded Snowly Shit. We appreciate your showing up and enjoying yourselves with us, and as we make fun of each other and make fun of absolutely retarded quote-unquote journalists. Please do us a favor, hit that like button, because I'm only seeing two people now hitting that like button.
Woo!
Share our show with your friends, and make sure that you guys catch our sister show, the Pre-Saints show, on Friday nights, just before the Saints, the YouTube Saints, the gentleman that inspired us to start doing this.
That's right.
We will see you maybe Saturday. I don't know. We might get a game stream up going this Saturday if we're all able to do it. Probably Monday, depending on whether, someone hits me in the back with a sledgehammer or not. And it'll be the same channel. Hopefully, roughly the same time.
If the snow doesn't do anything to us.
Right.
And
Pov, do you have any closing statements?
It's still snowing. Just as hard as it was at 11 a.m. this morning.
I got no snow
Buck.
now, so
I was
fuck
gonna
you,
say,
you
Buck,
get
do you,
my
do you
shit.
have Buck, do you have any closing statements other than snow or no snow?
Buy Elysian. It's a good brand if you're in the Pacific Northwest.
What the hell is Legion?
It's the brand of beer.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense.
it's a brewery.
Got it.
Split
I
shot.
would give it a try, but I'm on the other side of the fucking country. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.